So, if you're new to my channel, then you probably know that, like, I make zozobra puppets and everything. And you probably know, like, you haven't heard of zozobra, like, probably asking, what is it? Well, I'm going to tell you that in this video. So, zozobra is, a 50-foot puppet in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I like to make like puppets of him. And I went to it like a lot of times, and he's a 50-foot puppet that people make, and he's stuffed with shredded paper. He's made out of chicken wire, wood, and cotton cloth, and like they dress him up. And so this like story behind him is he's like a tradition, like you write down all of your bad stuff, like everything that you're worrying about or like you feel bad about and everything, and you like put it in this box called the gloom box. And what they do is they stuff it into zozobra, and they put him up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, at Fort Modesty Park, and they set him up, and then they burn him in order to have like a good fiesta and everything. So the story behind him is in 1924 in December, or like 1923 in December, when this guy named Will Schuster was at a bar, and people are like feeling like gloomy and everything, like a really lot of gloominess in them. So he was upset about that, and he demanded them to write down whatever bothered them, like was bothering them, on a piece, on like some napkins they took, and then he put it in a bowl and he burned it. And then he went to Mexico, and he saw that people were like making the statue of Judas, and they're parading it downtown and everything, and people are spitting at it, throwing shoes at it and everything, and then they eventually burned it. So that's when Will Schuster got the idea of zozobra. So he went back to New Mexico, and he created the first version of zozobra. It was only 6 feet tall, and he burned it in his backyard. And then he made it an open crowd thing, like a public thing, and then they watch him burn every year. And this has been going on for 100 years now. It's about to be 101 years now. But I've been burning my zozobras for 10 years now. And now this is gonna be the 10th one I burn. And like, yeah. So like, burn all my zozobras for 10 times. So yeah. And that's how. And then, like, the legend behind it is people, like, this monster that hides in the, like, Himalayas mountain ranges, like, Santa Fe mountain ranges, and he hides all year round, and, like, feeding on people's worries, badness, and bad behavior and everything. And they invite him to Fiesta, and this is what happens right before Fiesta de Santa Fe, and they invite him to a party, and zozobra tries to ruin the party by turning these kids into gloomies. And then the New Mexican people fight back, and they light him on fire. And that's how the story of zozobra.